So Samsung faces a lawsuit from a woman who claims her Galaxy Note 9 caught fire inside her handbag. And here's why I think it's a total BS. Look, I'm not just blindly assuming Samsung's in the right, but this whole story looks so fabricated to me. The lawsuit states that the lady was using her phone earlier this month in an elevator when it suddenly became extremely hot. She had placed the phone in her purse when she heard a whistling and screeching sound and she noticed thick smoke. She dropped the phone and started smashing elevator buttons, the thick smoke making it hard to see. Reaching the lobby, she kicked the phone out of the elevator and then a good Samaritan grabbed it with a cloth and plunked it into a bucket of water. Now she wants to sue Samsung for this, which she already did, and she also wants, hear me out, she wants to ban the entire sales of the Galaxy Note 9 worldwide. This is where things become too suspicious. This lady has absolutely no evidence and has an extremely inflammatory tone with all her personal statement about the matter. It would be one thing if the lawyer was speaking like that, because that's their job. But for the plaintiff to herself be so argumentative makes the whole thing less trustworthy. Add to that the fact that it's an isolated incident with no testimony from bystanders, and this all looks to be quite bogus. Also, how many good Samaritans could there be hanging out in a lobby with a bucket of water on hand? That's either incredibly lucky or completely fabricated. I just don't think this report comes from a genuine source and clearly had malicious intent to begin with. It's possible this is a publicity stunt or she wants big settlement from Samsung. I mean, in her lawsuit, she mentioned previous Note 7 battery failures as a precedent. What if they did something to the phone to make it do that? It's quite possible to intentionally cause thermal runaways in devices. Not saying it didn't happen, but it's possible to stage it. It's possible that she's deliberately tampered with the phone to reach this outcome so she can get millions in settlement. I'm not saying this is exactly her intention, but it's a possibility. A Galaxy Note 9 caught on fire, she was traumatized and wants to bar sales of the Note 9 everywhere. Looks, sounds and smells like a publicity stunt to me. But let's assume whatever she said was true. It surely is an isolated case. One phone doesn't make it a pattern. Sometimes things are defective. It doesn't mean you get anything for it beyond maybe a refund or a replacement device. It's too extreme to bar the sales of all Note 9s unless it's proven to be widespread. Apple has had exploding devices before. The point is, shit happens sadly when you make millions of phones. Sometimes a bad battery gets past quality assurance, and that's normal, happens to every company, but this woman's eagerness to go to court and get the phone banned is very suspicious. This will get investigated, but the thing is, if it's fake, very few news sites will explain such, and many will ignore retractions. So yeah, it seems a good thing to by default be skeptical and letting the courts and whatnot settle the matter rather than going all mob mentality either way. At that, right now there's only one news site claiming it with no proof provided. As with all news, people should be skeptical and not just explicitly trust a single source, or at least trust but verify. That being said, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace out.